I wonder if the rat that causes the final train accident in this film is related to the rat that caused the events of Avengers Endgame. This has to be a lucky ass family of rats. What's up, guys? This is Courtney, one half of the Brothers Deconstruction here, and I'm bringing you my super late review for Final Destination 3. This is the third film in the Final Destination franchise, and it stars Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Ryan Merriman, Texas Battle, Chris Lecce, Shalane Simmons. Once again, Final Destination has a history of having actors in it whose names I can't pronounce. Fun fact though, Shalane Simmons was the little girl that died in the beginning of the It miniseries on TV. Yep. Alexis Johnson, Crystal Lowe, Amanda Crew, and some other actors as well. When this film came out in 2006, it got mixed reviews just like the other two previous films in the franchise. And most of the critics said that the film was kind of formulaic, didn't tread any new ground. I kind of understand why they said those things, but to me, this is probably the most entertaining film in the franchise. I know in my previous review for Final Destination 2, I stated that that was my favorite film in the franchise, but after rewatching Final Destination 3, I don't know how true of a statement that is anymore, because this film is just so entertaining. Now, let's get some of the main meat of the review out of the way. The plot of the film is similar to the previous two. There's not a whole lot that you can stray away from in this franchise when you're creating another movie that has the same parameters as the previous films. It's just not a whole lot that you can do differently. But I will say that Winstead stands out as the top actor in the film. She carries the movie really, really well. You believe her in this particular situation that her character Wendy is going through. I think Ryan Merriman does okay as well. For the most part though, not a lot of the other secondary or supporting actors get a whole lot to do. And there's quite a few bad dialogue exchanges and just overall, I guess, personality or character traits with some of the other characters that just don't really hold up well. Frankie Cheeks being one of the characters who's played by Sam Easton. I don't even want to get into Frankie.
Yeah, why are you even here? Yeah, you graduated like 2 years ago.
I stuck around to monitor your development.
Oh, Jesus Christ. But one thing that they did do with this film is that they added a whole lot more comedy. So there are quite a few funny moments in the film that make you chuckle, or maybe one or two actually laugh out loud moments in the film as well. But overall, I think that adds to the entertainment factor of this movie. The fact that it does have a few funny moments here and there. But you're coming here for the deaths, and these are top-notch kills in this film. Probably, not even probably, it definitely has some of the best deaths in the franchise. And the reason why this film sticks out so much for me personally is due to those deaths. I've said before that a lot of the films have their opening accidents change the way that you look at modes of transportation or just everyday situations. This film has several of those. There's a tanning bed death that actually, at the time, I remember reading an article about people wondering if they could die going to the tanning salon, like how two of the characters died in the film. There's also a sequence where another character dies by getting shot with a nail gun. I'm a person that kind of freaks out whenever I hear somebody using a nail gun, because you just don't know if it's going to randomly go off. But there are safety measures in place for you to actually be able to activate the nail gun. There's a little guard that has to be depressed for the nail gun to actually shoot the nails out. But that, and a different character uses it in that way in the same sequence of this particular death. But seeing that death and just kind of the reaction of the character, I remember in the theater somebody had a reaction where they kind of I don't want to say screamed, but they kind of yelled because the actor or the character was still alive and dying as nails were getting shot through their face. In the next movie, The Final Destination, there's a scene where a character gets shot with a nail gun and it just goes off randomly. How do you go from having proper functioning mechanics of a nail gun in this movie and throwing it out the window for the next? So this film has a lot of really good, memorable deaths. Like I said before, the acting is okay in certain parts, but mostly it's not really good, and that's mostly due to the fact that the dialogue is pretty cringeworthy and not really all that great.
Come on, go, 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 go. Oh my God, Ashley, you're winning. You're totally winning. Am I winning? Yes, hurry.
Other than that, the reason why this review might seem a little bit short is because I recorded this once before and it came out to like 40 minutes of me just kind of like going over my notes in different portions, and I just didn't feel like editing that. So I decided to redo it and cut it down quite a bit. So overall, I will say that check out this movie. It's entertaining, it's kind of funny.
Man, fuck the blue.
The kills are amazing. While watching the movie, I had to force myself to take notes because I got distracted by the movie and just watching it and finishing it and not trying to do anything else while watching it. This is an entertaining movie and I enjoy it every time that I sit down and watch it. Really quickly, a cool thing about the home video release for Final Destination 3, I don't know if it's on all Blu-rays, but the Blu-ray that I had back, I guess, in 2007, whenever it originally came out, it has a choose their own fate option to watch the movie in, where there are certain instances where you get to choose what a character does and it kind of plays out a scene differently. It's mostly due to deaths and they don't really change all that much. It's like one of them like changes how like the way that a character is killed. Instead of getting killed this one particular way, it's slightly different. I believe there's another option that if you choose differently than what happened in the film originally, two characters still die, but one dies in a less gruesome way than the other one does. So I think that's a really, really cool feature on the Blu-ray, and I think it's something that if you can actually get a hold of it, I think it's something cool that you should check out. Other than that, guys, I didn't want to make this video super, super long. I've already said it. This film is entertaining. It's not the best as far as acting or dialogue-wise, but overall, you're going to get some enjoyment out of watching this film, especially if you're into the cool kills and just the gory stuff in general, because this has it, and it's over the top. It looks painful as hell, and that's a big, big plus. That's my super late review for Final Destination 3. As always, guys, I appreciate the support, whether it's 1, 5, 10, or 100 views. Go check out the other videos. Go check out the other super late reviews for the Final Destination franchise. Be on the lookout for Final Destination 4 and Final Destination 5 reviews. So in the meantime, I'll catch up with you guys later.